Hello friends, and today we are gonna work with Alteryx, and we are gonna prepare one workflow, actually two workflows, and these are the two tasks that we have. So we'll be using certain in-out tools, preparation tools, and join tools, also transform tools here to design a workflow. This is a very simple example. So let's start with you know taking an input data. So I just drop this tool, input data tool, to my canvas. That means my workflow. Now it is asking me to connect to a file or a database. Okay. So what I'll do is I will go to the source file. So these are the browse files. So I don't want a file from here. So what I'll do is I'll select this file option, and it will give me an option to select a file. So I'll go to the desktop, and I know I have my file here, which is Barbie data. So this is a very simple data set, and here you can see that it is ID, type, and career. Now what we see here is not being uploaded, or I can say it is not been running in our workflow. That's why I cannot see it in the result or output section. So when I run this, as soon as I run this, now my data has come in Alteryx Designer. Okay. So now as you can see this result window, I'll just pull it up. Okay, when I get this type of a cursor anchor, I get to extend or contract this. Now these are my records. This has just displayed 230 records, and by default it just displays 1 KB of data. Okay, and I have ID, type, career, and year. Now before going on to the task that I have defined here, let us understand this data first. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes, if the data is small, to read, to understand what this data is about. I've got ID, okay, so and so ID. I don't have to go, in its entirety. Type is okay. So these are the various type of domain that Barbie worked, right? Like medicine, military, political, public science, science, and whatever it is, transportation, arts, beauty, and so on. But I don't know that how many total or how many distinct type of professions are there. Then in education, she was aerobics instructor, art teacher, dance teacher, elementary teacher, and sign language teacher, special education teacher, and so on. And given its year. Okay, so this entire record is of Barbie's job of 1984. Right. Similarly, you can also understand that in the military she was in army medicine in 1993. So all in all, I don't know like till how many years data I have, and what all are the careers total. Okay, so now we have to go and analyze this data. So coming to this box, this is nothing but a comment box. I got it from here, documentation. Okay, click on this documentation, and if you cannot see it, go here in this toggle window, this settings, and you can just click this documentation and select OK. Right, so these are also the important tools which are being asked in exams, especially in Alteryx certification, that what is the function of this comment tool, or this document, or this tool container, what is the difference, can you add images, and so on. So I drag this here, and now I can write anything. So I can just write here Barbie case analysis. Okay, this is what I'm doing. So I'm just showing you what it is. Now, if I want to do any changes, I want to increase the size, the font, the color, I can do it from here. The font, as you can see, I can change the shape, suppose eclipse, and here, let's take 14, and okay, I'll take a different font also. Okay, and let this be grayish, and the text font, since it's Barbie, let's take a solid color. Okay, and now it is, you can see the changes are not reflected here, so I have to run this. Okay, so once I run this, I would get something like this, but I can see that this is not coming properly, so I have to align it in center. Let's run it again, and you can see that yes, we have brought this Barbie case study here. All right, so this is how you can beautify your canvas also if you want this workflow. Now coming to the question, which career did Barbie had more than once between 2017 and 2019? Now what is this asking us? Okay, just we'll go through it again. Now it is asking me, I'll come to my data set. Which career did Barbie had? So which career did Barbie had more than once? So I have to get the count of this career, and the year is also given 2017 and 2019. That means I don't have to get all the years. Okay, so the basic tool that I can use here is filter tool, which will help me to filter out data, and I can just save my process and time, and also the memory, because I'm just filtering a few fields here. Okay, given the condition. So the basic filter and custom filter. Let's first understand the basic filter. I can select a column here. So let's take the type equals, and I just write here, if suppose I write here in this filter education, but you tell me, will this work? This will work, but I will get only education here. I will not get other type of careers. What I want is, I want all different type of career and their count between these 2 years. So filter I can use, but I will not use this type of formula here. Okay, so what I'll write here is, I will use a custom filter. Or for this, let me tell you one more thing. Year, and here I will write greater than, does not contain. Okay, fine. Since it is not coming, if I write here 2016, so in the custom formula, you can see how the formula is written. We will make use of this so that we can enter a query. So year, I don't want equals to 26. What I want between 2017. So year greater than 2016, and again I will write my column name, that is year greater than, again, or sorry, less than, this would be 2020. So this will give me the Barbie's occupation between year 2017 and 2019. Let's run this true anchor. Okay, and once I will run this will give me the records of the type of career and the year, right? 2017 till 2019. Okay, now what I want is, I want which career did Barbie had more than once. So now I have to get the count of it. Okay, so for this we simply use one more tool, which is in the transform ribbon, and this is summarize. Place it in this tool true anchor, just attach to this, and then you can get this formula here. Okay, so now you have to just simply select the field. Now what do we want? We want career. I select this add. What do I want from this? How many times? That means I want the number count, right? Its occurrence. So the most frequently used thing is mode here. Okay, so if I write here mode, it will give me the occurrence of that particular career. Okay, statistics, guys. That's what we are using here. Nothing. So I got it that in the career, that is the fashion model, Barbie had more than once between 17 and 19. So this career she had pursued, that is fashion model. Okay. If it is not making sense, don't worry. We'll do the second one, and with practice, it will make more sense once you are familiar with the tools and the examples and utilities. So once again, coming to the second question, and that is, how many different jobs did Barbie, if you can just see this, did Barbie had between 1979 and 2020? Again, break this entire question into two parts. Firstly, we have to understand that we have to find the types of job between 1959 and 2020. And the second thing is that we have to find the percentage. So there are two parts to this question. This is the analysis, okay? Breaking down the question into granularity, the smaller parts. Okay. So now we will be taking the same input, so I don't have to do anything. So I'll just drag this here because this is the first part. Now let's make another workflow with this. So again we will do the same thing. We'll bring the filter tool here, get it here, attach this anchor with this filter tool. Now I have to give a condition. Take the custom filter, and here let us write again the same thing, which is year, okay, the column which we have, okay. So it is not giving me this column, okay. This is a function expression which is coming here with the basic select and the filter tool. So we'll write here year is greater than in colons 1989, 1958, sorry, 59, so 58 we will take, because this will be excluded from that. So many years Barbie worked, oh my god. And again we will take year, so you can see it comes automatically. You can select year from here, and which is less than what, again this is 2020, so we will take 2021, yes. And let's run this code. So for running, you'll go here, or you can also click Control R, so that it will run. So in the true anchor, you will find all the fields which are coming between 1959 till 2020. And in the false anchor, you will find all other fields. So if you will click this, let's see the results. This is what you're getting. Here, there are no values in the year. So it has, segregated it in the false section. So let's come to the true anchor, because now the analysis will come to the true part. Now what we got the year. Now what we want the jobs, right? So now we want the jobs. For this, we've got one very useful function, which is summarize. We take the summarize again, and we will connect it with the true anchor. Okay, and now this is asking me what to do with the summarize. I'll say, okay, take the type of the career, and you just group by the type, okay, and take the ID, because I want to know how many different job types. So means how many, that means the number I want, okay. So I take the ID and I take the count of it. And one more thing is that it is asking me the output field name. So what I can do is I can just write here ID count or count of job, or I can rename this also count of type, okay, whatever you want, count of type, right? So once I run this, I'll get this here, and I can see the renamed count of type, and you can get the type of different occupation or type of career that Barbie was engaged in. That's what I wanted in the first question. How many different job types did Barbie had? These were the different job types Barbie had between 1959 and 2020, the year we used as a filter, okay? And how many? These are the count of each type. Education, she had 22 between these 1959 to 2020, right? And the least she did was in public service, okay? And the highest was in beauty, 67. Okay, so you can sort the data and find the value types also. But our question demands, now we have to go on to understanding the another part of it, which is including the percentage of each. Now I want the percent of every profession. So how do you, now coming to another question, how do you find the percentage of this? What percent of education was her career? What percentage of public service out of the entire profession type? What percentage of business? What percent of medicine was she involved during this period? So I want to know the percentage, okay? Now, here comes another point. To understand this, so now to find the percentage of each, what we need is the sum, okay? This is how we are gonna get the sum of it. So let's just understand, and then quickly we will go on understanding it manually, okay? Let's see this. Let's take another formula here and attach this to the output of the summarize function. I'll take count of type, add, and let's just sum it, okay? So this way I will get the sum total of all the values that is coming 2 to 6. Okay, so let's just drag this here, and you can find this that the entire sum, that means of all these 11 services, is 2 to 6. So now let's understand what we have done. Okay, I'll take this notepad and let me just draw a little thing so that we can really understand this quickly. Okay, so what we had was the type of the career profession, we had the count, and now we have the sum, which is 2 to 6. Okay, and these are the different professions that Barbie had. Suppose it's a beauty, or it's a, okay, let me just see what all professions are there. As you can see here, okay, this is education and something something. Yeah, so education, public service, and so on. Okay, I'm just forgetting things here. Bear with me a little. Yeah, so this was education, this is public service, and so on. Okay, and this was like 22, 7, and different values. So we had total of 11 distinct counts of type of career that Barbie was involved. Okay, and we have the count. Now how do you calculate the percentage of these values? We got the sum of all these values is 2 to 6. Okay, now percentage of anything is calculated by that value divided by the sum. So you get the value 22 divided by the sum of it into 100, you get the value of it. Okay, which is roughly is gonna be 10%. The another value is 7. When you divide this by 2 to 6 and multiply this by 100, you're gonna get something like 3%, because this is 0.03. Okay, now the next value, if you will divide, you will get something around so and so. And when you're gonna add all these 11 values, the percentage values, you should get 100%. Okay, this is how it works. Now, our task is to give Alteryx the input. Since we have this table in the first summation function, type and count, okay, where it is. So I'll take another color here. Let's take black. Okay, so now what I have is here. Okay, so I have this, so my cursor isn't working, I guess. Okay, so here I have got the type and the count table. Now what I want to append this sum table also, so that I get this entire table. Okay, so that I can later on get the percentage and also see the percentage here. Now this is our task, to see this analysis in Alteryx and to perform this workflow. This is very easy to draw a table, but how do you get this flow in Alteryx? Now we got these two things, but the tables are not joined. Okay, now let's go back to our workflow and see that the tables are not joined. Can you see? They are different and they are separate. Okay, and another count that we had was 2 to 6, right? Now what we do is we will use this join function here and take the append fields. Okay, and let's just join this anchor here. Now this append field is very interesting. If you want to learn more about this, just go on to this join ribbon. In this append field tab, right click and open example. Okay, this open example will tell you a little detail about how to use these append fields, what to concatenate or join the anchors. So I'll tell you the basic things. This is the target, this is the source anchor. The target's anchor should have the larger data and the source anchor should get the lesser data, right? So that's what we have done. Now once I run this, you can see the result. What we wanted to append the sum count of each item here type to this table, right? Now our calculation would be easier. I can simply feed it. So how do we feed this? Simply go in preparation and take the formula here, drag and drop it, and now let us write the formula. So for formula, what I wanted another table here. Here I created another this thing. As you can see, I created another table which was percentage. This is another column that I created. So I have to create a column wherein it will have the percentages, 3% and so on. So let's create another column. Okay, so for this I will write a formula here. Firstly, just click on this, select column, add column, and write here percentage of type. Okay, and now what we are gonna do is simply I will write here, you know the percentage formula, this is count of type, right, divided by what we had, sum of count of type. Okay, and since we want a percentage of it, so let us just first let me show you the result without 100%, multiplying by 100. Let's see. Oh, and this is W string, so let's just convert this to double. Okay, this is important. And now you can see the percentage type. Okay, and I think I should check the metadata also. Okay. I can convert it to int if it's okay. And then let's just, what should I do is multiply this by 100 so that we can get the percent form of this. Okay, I think this is 100. Run this code, and here we get roughly 9.7%, that is 10, 3.0, 10%, and you can see 4.8%, 9%, and so on. Now, when you add this, you should get 100%. So this is the percentage of type that we wanted. Now how do you infer this? That education contributed 9.7% of the total career that Barbie had between 1959 and 2020. This is the entire story that your data tells you. And in this workflow, we have used several tools to come to this conclusion, and this entire thing is called the workflow. So we've designed two workflows here, and this is how we do the analysis part of it. Okay, so break down the question and understand what it is asking you, read it twice and thrice, work on it 2 or 3 times, and things would be very clear. Okay, and I hope this was useful. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you have any problem. I'll get back soon, and thanks for watching.